Good morning, everybody. UN Women Western Central Africa is coming with a new training to build capacity for women in the region, and today, in this period of COVID-19, we are going to train you on how to make sanitizers. And when I talk about sanitizers, I'm talking about the hand sanitizer other gel, which is this one. It's a gel. And of course as a multi-use sanitizer. So to make an alcohol-based sanitizer, of course we work with alcohol, so you have to prepare your environment. And when we talk about the environment, it's the place where you are going to do the production. It should be in a closed area, in a closed place, but airy, where you have a good circulation of air. It shouldn't be under the sun, of course, because as you know, alcohol and the other material we are going to use, the other ingredients are flammable. So you have to be in a safe environment where people are aware about what you are making, no children around, no flame around, no source of flame around, and that's where you are going. And if of course you can ventilate, open, I mean make on, put the AC on, or any air source on to make it airy, it will be a good thing for your product. Once you have prepared your environment, you will prepare yourself. It means that you will make sure that you have no jewelry, no ring, no bracelet. I'm taking it off. Oh, it's a little bit hard today. No watch, no bracelet, no rings, no earrings, nothing. You are going to make sure that everything is off. Let me now present you the equipment we will need for the hand sanitizer. So first of all, in our own preparation of ourselves, of course, you will need a blouse to work as usual. You will need a mask, very important. We're in this period of COVID-19, but even without it, you will need a mask because of the fume that will be within the product. We will need glasses. These one you can find them in a hardcore store. If not this one precisely, any glasses are okay. And we will need a kitchen net. This is what is needed for your own protection. We will need napkin to make it clean, gloves. This time surgical gloves are okay because it's just if you have harder one, it's okay, but these ones are okay too. And we are going to talk about the equipment itself. A mixer, you will need it. A traditional one is okay to make small quantities, but a more professional one, you will see that we will use this one and a bigger one. These are blender mixers. We will need a kettle. We will need also a digital scale. Okay, we will need a stainer. It's a small one. This is for the kind of flowers we are going to use. We will need funnels. This one you can find anywhere in the market. They come together. And we will need some measurement shovel. Either it's shovel or it's measurement cups. We are going to use it if you don't have any scale. But if you have the digital scale, we won't need these ones. But I will try in this session to show you, if you don't have the scale, what to do, especially if you are in a rural environment. We need a thermometer and a spatula, okay, in plastic as usual. And also we will need measurement cups, 3 measurement cups in fact I will use in this training two of 1,500 milliliters, these two, and this one of 500 milliliters. We will need a bucket and a bigger one of 50 liters. It will depend on what quantity you want to make. What are the ingredients, meaning the entrance that you need to make a sanitizer? Let it be a multi-use sanitizer or a hand sanitizer gel. We are going to start by what is mandatory. First of all, we need alcohol. That's what we have put here. It's alcohol at 90 degrees. It's not the 70 degrees, it's the 90 degrees. It's the white one, not the blue one. Second, we will need water, mineral water or boiled water. If you don't have mineral water, you can boil the water and let it cool down and then use it. Then you will need an ingredient that is very dangerous, but what is highly needed, because it's this ingredient that will kill all the bacteria and the virus and microbes. It's the hydrogen peroxide. You will find it in some supermarkets or some drugstores. They sell it. Hydrogen peroxide, very important, and also something that is sometimes needed a little bit, but that can be also optional. It's a choice between two products. Glycerine, vegetable glycerine, you will need it, or if you don't have it, aloe vera. You can use the plant itself, the aloe vera. Okay, then you just cut the two sides, peel it, and then you will take the gel, mix it, and you will have your 100% aloe vera. This is for the multi-use sanitizer. If you want to make it a gel, you will need other ingredients. And the ingredients, as you say, gel, it's a thickener, it's a jellifier. The thickener is what today we won't use those thickeners that we can usually find in the market, and nowadays it's a little bit tough because that's imported. Carboxymethylcellulose, we call it CMC. CMC is acetic acid in English, because CMC is a scientific name. We call it also cellulose gum. This is the first product. As I said, if you go to those people who sell pastry ingredients, they will probably sell it to you. And the other one is a more common one. It's the xanthan gum. I have questions usually on other gums, but after testing them, they don't work with alcohol. The xanthan gum works, but the other gums like the guar gum, they don't work. They just don't work. Or the Arabic gum, they don't work. And one ingredient that is optional, which is what I call an additive, it will be my essential oil. Today I will use ginger as an essential oil, but whatever essential oil as a antiseptic essential oil is okay. Lavender, bay leaves, basil, those are also good as essential oils that can be used to reduce the smell of the alcohol. However, you can use also perfume, I mean fragrance. Preferably you will use a one scent or one smell, like a simple one, apple, or let's say lavender, easy one, not a too complicated one. We are going to avoid the allergy, but if you have a perfume that is alcoholic based, because the hand sanitizer has alcohol, it's still okay, but do not abuse on those products. After that one, I will show you also what is needed after the ingredients. We will need bottles. This bottle, we use it with a mist spray, this one. Okay, this is for the multi-use sanitizer. If you have a bigger one, is okay also. And we will use that one because that's what we have right now. This bottle of 500 ml, this will be for the hand sanitizer gel. Of course, you can use small ones for pocket hand sanitizer gels. As an additive, you can also use color. Be careful, a cosmetic color or a food color, not a chemical color, can be used just to give a little color to your sanitizer. And you can also use a fragrance, as I said, a basic one, not a chemical one. And also as an additive, you can add the vegetable glycerine or aloe vera. This one is really to make your sanitizer smoother, friendly to your hands, because that's a product that you use every day. So we want to protect our hands. So putting glycerine will make it smoother and gentle for the skin. So now right away we are going to proceed on the production. So as I told you, you have to protect yourself. So I'm going to wear my blouse, my mask, my glasses, not now, the glasses later on, my kitchen net to protect my hair. We don't want any hair in the product. We start the processing of the sanitizer. You will have two products in one. The first one will be the multi-use sanitizer, and during the process you will see how to get to the gel. So I start with my 50-liter bucket here. Okay. The first ingredient we are going to start with is the alcohol. 90 degree, as I said, alcohol. So we have put it in a bottle of 10 liter. And what is amazing, if you weight this bottle, you will have what we will need in terms of quantity. So weighting it, I have it here, my scale, digital scale, and I am at 8.3. Yeah. Almost 8.3 kilos of alcohol. Why? Because alcohol is lighter than water. What does it mean? I need 8.3 liters of alcohol. If I don't have it, if I don't have a scale, I just use an empty bottle of 10 liter mineral water and I fill it up to the top, really up to the top with alcohol, and I will have the quantity I need in terms of alcohol. We have poured the first ingredient, which is the alcohol. 8.3 liters of alcohol, which is 8,333 milliliters of alcohol. The second ingredient needed is the hydrogen peroxide. And hydrogen peroxide is a very dangerous product, as it's a flammable product, as you can see. No source of flame. And be careful for this product not to touch your hand, because it will just burn your hands. So be very careful with this product. And how much do we need? We are going to weight 417 ml, 417 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. The other ingredient needed will be the vegetable glycerine, but this part is a mandatory part. So we are going to measure 145 milliliters, meaning 145 milliliters of glycerine. If I don't have glycerine, I just use aloe vera, as I told you. So 145 is here. The last ingredient needed in this one, the mandatory ingredient, is water. Mineral water or boiled water. If you don't have mineral water, just boil the water and let it cool down, and you are going to use it. And to have a finished product of a quantity of 10 liters, it means that when you add all the ingredients, the quantity that we have used, it will remain 1105 ml of water, 1105. So 1105 ml of water we are going to use. If we cannot use the scale, the digital scale, we make sure that it's the water side of the measurement cup, and we are going to put 1.1 liter of water. This part is optional, but it's to have something that will smell good and that is very useful as a sanitizer. I will use my essential oil of ginger, and I will use a tablespoon. Okay. It is very good for your lungs. You breathe a very good odor. So what we do now, we will just mix all the ingredients together. So I'm going to use my blender to mix it. So be careful your ears. As I promised, this is a 2-in-1 processing. We have finished the first product. As you can see, look, this is very liquid, but this is the formulation given by WHO, which is the World Health Organization. Okay, this is a multi-use sanitizer. It can be used everywhere. Let's say right now with the COVID-19, you can use it on the doors, on your shoes, for your car, for your house, everywhere. It can really be used everywhere. It's very useful. So for those who don't have the ingredients, the thickeners to do the gel, this one is perfect. You just take it at when we did the processing. At this stage, you just take your funnel and pour the liquid in your bottle. So the first part is done. This is what I call the alcoholic solution. So what will I do with this? I will just put it aside and do the second part, which is the gellifying part, the thickener part of the processing. What to do with the water? We are going to warm it, not to boil it, just to warm it. It should be between 30 to 50 degrees Celsius. It's enough. This to make the powder, the thickening powder, melt very easily. So while we warm our water, we measure our thickener. We take our measurers, and not the bigger one. The bigger one is 235 milliliters capacity. No, it's not this one. It's the second one. The second one is 120 milliliters. In fact, what we need is 62.5 grams of CMC, acetic acid. So I put my scale on. I'll take my measurement cup and just take my CMC. The second one, which is a third cup at 80 milliliters, and I measure what I need is 37.5 grams of xanthan gum, 35.7. So the other instrument I use is a third cup, 1/3 cup, which is 80 milliliters, because I need 37.5 grams of xanthan gum. I take my bucket and I am going to put the warm water, a little bit of it first of all. Just half of the water, and then I take my stainer, my powder, and put it inside. So we have added the warm water and mix it very well, not to have any solid part of it, to have the solution, the thickening solution, very smooth. And we let it for 2 to 3 hours, if you want more, to have a solution that is like this, you know, like a little bit transparent. So this is our thickening part. The other part is our alcoholic part. We are going to mix both of them. What are the proportions? We take this one. I have a big mixer, a very big mixer, blender. If you don't have a big blender, you can take a smaller cup. Usual mixer, you use smaller quantities because the mixing part is very important. So every cup of thickening product, you will use 3 cups of alcoholic solution. For that, we're going to take right now it's done. However, we want it smooth, we want it very gentle for our skin, so we will add our additives. That is not mandatory. And this will differentiate your hand sanitizers to the others. So I'm just adding more ginger. So 1 cup is enough. 1 tablespoon, sorry. See? 1 tablespoon. I'm going to add a little bit more glycerine to make it smoother. It can be glycerine, it can be aloe. You can have used glycerine before on the alcoholic solution and decide to use aloe vera in the last part, which is the part of the additives. This is just as you want to make it smoother. Okay, so I add my 500 ml of glycerine. Our products are done. As I told you, you have your multi-use sanitizer. Can be used everywhere, on the doors, on the tables, in your car, on your shoes, everywhere. And you have your hand sanitizer. Now you will have to label it. Everything is on the manual guide that UN Women will provide to you, so you can do your labeling properly. Just to tell you that you have to wait 3 days, 1 to 3, before using the products. And for the storage of the product, it is important to store it in a cool area, because that's products that are alcohol based, so they shouldn't be in a hot sunny area, but in a cool area and closed, of course.